So this is an impromptu. This was an unplanned stream, so I have no idea what I'm gonna do today. I just know like I might as well make use of the time since I'm probably just gonna be like otherwise I'm just gonna be sleeping. So I'm just gonna throw out a couple of options. One is we can continue with MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries from where we left off, but that's like a full play. That's gonna be going for the whole playthrough. As before, or we can do something else. Like the other thing, the second thing on off the top of my head is Devil May Cry 5. It's not gonna be a full playthrough of DMC 5. It's just gonna be just uh just me like running through the game and chatting about stuff. Uh, that's option number 2. Option number 3 is to look at some other games, maybe look at MechWarrior 2 on the PlayStation / Sega Saturn, or BattleTech on the Sega Genesis. Those are my options right now, and I couldn't decide between those 4 options. So what do you think? What do you want to do? Do you want to continue with Mercenaries? I'll just take down the options on the thing. I guess we can continue with MechWarrior 2 then. Alright, I'll load up MechWarrior 2. 1 second. We're on my least favorite, by the way, we're on my least favorite mission set. But sorry, I don't like the opening play. What should the caption be? Okay. Gonna resize myself a little bit. We've already seen the opening, so we don't need to see it again.
Select game. Loading.
So, where we last left off, we we tried to do a few missions. We got we should probably stock on these. Since I have not been able to customize to do any more, so I got this monster, the AS-70 Atlas. Greetings, warrior of mechs. They oversaw that. So I got this bad boy, the AS-70 Atlas. This is the iconic Intersphere mech. It's the mech that you associate with the Battletech tabletop. The Battletech tabletop board game is a 100-ton juggernaut with a skull for a face. And it is expensive. It cost me like my roommate all of my mechs except the dragon, and I don't have enough money to customize it. So we are gonna have to use. Oh, I'm just gonna have to stick with the dragon for the time being. But we don't need a landscape for this next mission anyway.
Accessing personnel.
Yeah,
Personnel.
I don't need to hire any more MechWarriors or Aerotech pilots because I have the three best pilots in the game. I have the three best MechWarriors and the single best pilots. So Daniel Wilkes, Kunshiki Yabu, and Jennifer Brockton. They have gunnery of A, potting of A, and that's as good as you get. That's as good as you get. And Hansel Maliki also has a gunnery potting A.
Connecting to Comstar contract database.
Oh, that's right.
Select game. Game save.
Okay, so
connecting to Comstar contract.
We're gonna do this one first, but if I do this one, then it skips the ice. It means we can't do the ice ship mission, so I will have to reload my save after that. So, Federated Commonwealth contract defense. The Commonwealth needs a small mercenary unit to defend civilians against terrorist attacks by political extremists. Enemy resistance is expected to be light. Contract pays 500,000 C-bills already on deposit with Comstar. The Commonwealth will pay for all reasonable ammunition expenses. Sounds easy enough. So, but the problem with this is the beginning date is August 1st and the end date is September 1st. So that conflicts with this contract, which is the one we actually want to do. Because this one goes from March 1st to August 15th. So we're gonna take this one. Just for now. Federal Commonwealth authorities on Kellenfold have recently received a series of messages threatening to bomb the Ellen Township Medical Center if certain terrorists are not released from the Ellen Township jail. Intelligence suggests that the terrorists will hide explosives in a supply convoy. The med center is in dire need of those supplies, so you must not destroy any vehicle besides the one containing the explosives. The terrorists may also send mechs once they realize that their plan has been discovered. Go to Nav Alpha and defend the medical facility. Identify and destroy the terrorist vehicle.
No data available.
That sounds like an easy job. September 9, 3047. Just signed up with the FedCon to search out terrorist explosives hidden in with medical supplies. These brothers of the night, quote unquote, have sunk pretty low. At least I haven't done anything quite that bad. But would I say no if the price was right? Sometimes it gets hard to tell. Still, I'm going to enjoy killing these guys. They've earned it. September 12th, 3047. Just eased into orbit around Kellenfold and I'm waiting for the dropship to set down. This calm right before we land on whatever godforsaken war-torn rock we signed up for always drives me crazy. Once I'm in combat, my reflexes take over, and it's over by the time I realize what's happening. But now, just waiting, I have to think about it. What if some rookie gets off a lucky shot and blows my cockpit? What if my weapons go down and leave me sitting there in a huge metal coffin? Too late to worry now. We just touched down. So this is actually a very simple mission. They want us to,
Sensors online. Weapons online.
the game wants us to stick around and identify any cargo that passes by.
Connecting to
But
satellite link.
actually, we don't have to. Also, I found I can customize more of my HUD. It's my preferred HUD settings. I think I can save it too, but I don't remember how. I'll look that up once after this mission.
Connecting to satellite link.
Yep, our target is like somewhere around here. If not, then I'm gonna have to reload it. Scheduled shipment.
Connecting to satellite link.
I just thought it was this area.
Thermal optics engaged. Connecting to satellite link.
Oh, you know what, we'll just redo this mission.
Select
Just to,
loading.
oh, I'm all the way back here.
Connecting to Comstar contract database. Select game.
Not nice.
Save.
Alright, let's pretend that didn't happen. I know, like, it's literally just, the actual target is, like, literally just sitting somewhere.
Weapons online. All systems nominal. Connecting to satellite link. Connecting to satellite link.
That's not it.
Connecting to satellite link.
Oops. So let's reload.
Game. Loading. Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Connecting to satellite link.
I think it was Alt F11 that saved the, yeah.
Connecting to satellite link.
I see something.
Warning. You are leaving defined mission zone.
That's not it.
Connecting to satellite link.
I remember it was on the east side, but for some reason I didn't find it. Let's try again. For these trucks,
Target is out of range.
this is a scheduled shipment. This is a scheduled shipment. Ah, here we are. There is a vehicle that is out of sync.
Target objective located.
There we go. And now there are enemies coming. There are 3 mechs. Oh, that guy's already shooting. Ow, ow. Who's got an autocannon? Ow.
Internal heat at 700 Kelvin. Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Enemy mech destroyed. Emergency heat shutdown overridden. Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy mech destroyed. Mission successful.
There we go. Well done, mercenaries. You took out the terrorist explosives but managed to save the medical supplies. The Meiji Valley just south of Ellen Township has been experiencing an epidemic so severe that hundreds have already fallen prey to it, and those supplies were the only cure in the system. Good news today from Killenfold, where a mercenary unit spotted a vehicle packed with terrorist explosives hidden in a medical supply convoy. The supplies were bound for the Ellen Township Medical Center, where hundreds of victims of a mysterious virus were waiting. The terrorist Brothers of the Night, best known for their failed attempt to kidnap Oscar Vars, Killenfold's FC planetary representative, had threatened to bomb the med center if several of their members were not released from prison. The mercenary unit's brave and selfless actions today raised a new issue of the ongoing debate on the subject of the numerous mercenaries at work in the inner sphere. We're not good or evil, said Noel Shride today from the unit's base on outreach. We just do our job and take home our paycheck. This time we just happen to help some people out. Well, that wasn't a lot of money. And the expenses, oh gee, look at those expenses. That was like, why are those expenses so high? Okay, we're reloading.
Game. Loading.
Is it because of the assault mech? Let me take a look.
Accessing finance.
No, there's no way. There's no way they could have been that expensive. That is pretty damn high indeed.
Connecting
Anyway, this is the one we're gonna take. The Free Rassahag Republic needs a small mercenary unit to escort an ice ship to the tiny watercore world of Liaison. Once at Liaison, the ice ship will be cut into chunks and delivered to the world's cities. The mercenary unit should contain at least one mech of 45 tons or heavier. Contract is for 6 months and pays 2,500,000 CVs. The Republic will pay for all reasonable ammunition expenses. Well, we're taking this one. So these are the ice ship missions. So the idea is we're going to be escorting a ship in space. It's gonna be like, it's basically the same kind of mission as in Ghostbear's Legacy.
Select game. Game save.
And for this reason, we are not going to have a wingman because the AI is not very smart and will walk off the ship. And if they fall off the ship, they die. The ice ship is headed for Liaison's Lagrange 4 point, where the ice will be cut up into manageable chunks for transport to the waterpore surface below. Unfortunately, it appears that not everyone approves of this mission of mercy. We have already detected a large squadron of mercenary aerospace fighters whose intentions we must assume are hostile. The key to our mission is the command center. If we lose it, we won't be able to steer the ice ship. Your mech has been equipped with special thrusters on the shoulders which will allow you to fight on the spaceship's surface without floating into space. Patrol the surface of the ice ship. Defend the command center and any other targets that may fall under enemy fire.
Protect the ice ship docking bay and command center.
March 27, 3047. I am still getting used to maneuvering in space. My heat sinks aren't really designed to work in space, but the near absolute zero temperatures keep the mech pretty cool. We are pretty far from the sun, so at least I don't have to worry about the mech heating up from solar radiation. April 4, 3047. Some signs of disturbance today. Apparently an unknown jump ship followed us into the Liaison system. We were put on full alert. We are only days from one of our turns. The ship has to turn several times in order to navigate safely past various planets and meteor clouds. Captain Tom Byron told me today that if the command center was to strike, the ship wouldn't be able to make any of its turns. We wouldn't be unable to maneuver and would eventually spiral into the sun. April 7, 3047. We spotted the aerofighters today. They are less than 12 hours away. I will have to defend the surface of the ship and particularly the command center. I received an encouraging message today from an FRR representative on liaison. The Republic is counting on me as are the thousands of liaison citizens who will benefit from the water the ice ship brings. Great, no pressure. So these missions kind of suck, and if once you commit to these, you have to complete these, because if you do not, you die. You will actually not, your career will end. Quite the pressure. So,
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
we're in space. Where's my HUD?
Internal heat at 700 Kelvin. Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Emergency heat shutdown overridden.
My custom HUD was not registered.
Critical hit arm. Critical hit. Sensors. Critical hit arm.
Oh, more fighters.
Enemy aircraft destroyed. Critical hit. Sensors. Critical hit arm.
If this fails, then I might try bringing the wingman in. Maybe he might soak up some damage from me. Because, I'm taking more damage than I thought I would.
Enemy aircraft destroyed. aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed.
That's not good. I might actually lose some medium lasers. That fighter's not damaged at all.
Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Emergency heat shutdown overridden. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Mission successful.
Wow. I actually completed it.
Select game. Game saved.
I did it. And the expenses were not that high. Well done, Merc. That Aerofighter attack was pretty heavy. I was sure the command center was doomed. The citizens of Liaison are already calling you a hero. I don't think we could have made it without you, Noel Shry. Stop calling me by my full name. The enemy, whoever they are, have fallen back and seem to be regrouping. We have detected a large jump ship in the area, which must have been the source of the attacks. This jump ship has refused to identify itself even after several attempted communications. We must assume that they are hostile. You'll have a limited time for repairs, and then we need you on the surface, patrolling for enemies. The ice ship, now known to most on Liaison as Paradise Hope, fell under attack late yesterday evening. A swarm of well over 20 aerospace fighters attacked the vessel. Your target? The fragile command center that controls Paradise Hope and directs the ship's engines during the several key turnings that will put the ice ship in orbit around Liaison. Key to the ship's survival were the Hobbs Tigers, a small unit of mercenaries who held off the pirate aerofighters, inflicting heavy casualties. Noel Shry, the Hobbs Tigers commander, told reporters in a brief interview that the Paradise Hope was fortunate to survive the onslaught and downplayed the number of enemy aerofighters, saying that there were no more than 8. While this kind of humility is not common among mercenaries, it is appreciated by the citizens of Liaison, who have made Noel Shry a planetary hero. Well, gotta repair again.
Select game.
Like, save an ice 4.
Game saved.
We have been lucky so far, but an unidentified jump ship has just arrived in our area and it appears to be hostile. A MechWarrior and other units are also closing on the ice ship. Patrol the surface of the ice ship. Defend the command center and any other targets that may fall under enemy fire. You may experience some difficulty with your targeting systems as the enemy jump ship is emitting a powerful radar pulse that will render your radar ineffective.
Watch for enemy borders. Keep the command center safe.
April 26, 3047. Despite our victory over the mercenary aerofighters, things are getting worse. We have now spotted that unidentified jump ship and it is closing in on our position. Clearly they mean to make a more serious close-range attack. Fortunately, that model jump ship carries no capital ship weapons, or so I am told. Captain Byron seemed pretty certain, but I still wonder if the mercenaries might not have customized their jump ship. Anything is possible. May 10, 3047. I have been interviewed by several Liaison journalists over the command center radio. It takes a full 3 minutes for them to ask a question and for me to answer, but they seem pretty eager. According to one journalist, I have become a hero on Liaison. He also said that the ship had been named the Paradise Hope by optimistic Liaison citizens who think the water will bring a new era of economic prosperity to their planet. June 8, 3047. The Merc jump ship is 10 hours out from our position. We are still several days from the burn turn, which will take us out of danger from Liaison's small sun. If we fail that turn, the ice ship will fall into the sun and evaporate into Corona. We have come too far to be stopped now. Just in case, I'm just gonna save right here.
Save. Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
I can't target them, just as they warned. Oh, goodbye. That's what I was warning about. That AI is toast. He just walked himself off to his doom.
That jump ship out there is powerful. We've got to destroy those boarding harpoons.
We destroyed the harpoons, I think, so. I heard that, like, that sound, that whipping sound is the sound of him hitting the invisible floor at the bottom of this map. Because this is not actual outer space. This is fate. Just like Ghostbear's Legacy. Oh, almost fell off. There's a chance that I may have to use a cheat to skip this mission because I can't reach that guy anymore and I don't feel like retrying the mission. Because these missions are kind of ass. Well, there comes enemy fighters. I think there's only 2 of them. But they will target the engines. Unless I stop them. And yeah, I know that one does kind of look like an X-29. It's ignoring me.
Internal heat at 700 Kelvin. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Mission successful.
Oh, that was easy, actually. Easier than I thought it would be. We failed to destroy the enemy border because he fell off.
Select game. Game saved.
The enemy has been defeated and the jump ship has fled our immediate area. The boarding harpoons were destroyed before they could pull us off course, and with minor corrections, we We will still make our turns on schedule. Better still, you have inflicted heavy casualties on the enemy and they will have difficulty arming for another mission against us. Your success has allowed us to identify our enemy. They are not pirates, as we suspected, but a mercenary unit working for an unknown employer. This doesn't change the nature of our defense, but at least we know who we're facing. The Paradise Hope has survived another pirate attack. This time the pirates brought a jump ship up alongside the huge ice ship and attempted to drag it off course with two powerful magnetic boarding harpoons. Paradise Hope's mercenary defenders were kept occupied with enemy mechs dropped on the surface and lightning attacks by aerospace fighters. The Hobbs Tigers were up to the challenge, destroying the enemy boarders and harpoons before they could do any serious damage to the ship's course. The unknown enemy attackers suffered serious casualties, and the ship was declared secure only 2 hours after the fighting began. Military strategists believe that the enemy was so badly damaged that they may not be able to make a third attack. Others observe that with such an obviously determined enemy, they may simply be encouraged to try a more desperate plan. Whatever the next enemy move may be, the Hobbs Tigers are prepared to handle it. A small squadron of Free Razahag Republic fighters have already lifted off and should intercept the Paradise Hope within 3 days, providing the tough and determined mercenaries with valuable reinforcements. Yeah, I'm on a roll, but this last one is actually kind of ass. Really ass compared to the first two. And this may take me a couple of tries to do.
Game. Save.
We have detected several strange contacts on the surface of the ice ship. The battles and constant acceleration have damaged the ice chunks somewhat, opening fissures and causing some of the chemical ice to boil away into space. We believe that some mercenaries may already be on board the ice ship, sabotaging our mission from within a cave in the ship's surface. Search the cave and destroy any enemies. Patrol the surface of the ice ship. Find and destroy all enemies. You will have no mech or aero fighter support.
Your target. Enemy boarding teams.
July 20th, 3047. It is too quiet. I have been patrolling the surface of the ship on and off for days. I feel comfortable in space combat now, but I still prefer the ground. We have seen no signs of enemy activity, though we still have the dropship clearly in our sights, not more than 100 clicks away at bearing 94 Mark 15. It keeps the same position along with us for days, just watching and watching. August 1st, 3047. We are very close, just hours away from the final turn. Once we clear that, nothing short of the destruction of the entire ship will prevent us from settling at Lagrange 4 between Liaison and its moon. I have just been called up from the barracks. Apparently there are enemy contacts within a sealed cave on the surface of the ship. I have to go into the cave to flush out any enemy mechs hiding there. To make things worse, our senses are limited by the radiation from Liaison's sun. So yeah, I may be on a roll right now, but this mission is actually kind of hard, because I will have to. You will see why once I actually start it up.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Enemy mech destroyed. Internal heat at 700 Kelvin. Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Emergency heat shutdown overridden.
Everything's very slippery, so it's hard to control my mech. And I have to fight free mechs. And if I take too long to destroy them, then I fail the mission. So I'm actually timed on this, which makes it even harder.
Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Emergency heat shutdown overridden.
Well, I'll take the crab out next. After the commando. Actually, I wanted to take out the crab and the commando as quickly as possible. But, that didn't turn out.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay, at least just a flash man. The flash man also has a flamer. Yeah. I might be able to actually do this in the first try. Unless, something happens. He fell over.
Enemy mech destroyed. Mission successful.
Oof.
Select game. Game.
Very nice. You know, when I was testing this game, this mission took me like 10, 12 tries. I just kept dying on this mission. So, we were actually very lucky we got, because these were my least favorite missions in the entire game. After you destroyed the mercenary mechs, our technicians discovered a small nuclear device implanted in the wall of the cave near a structural weak point. The techs were able to defuse the bomb. If it had exploded, the ice ship would have disintegrated into several smaller chunks, killing everyone on board. Yeah, so if I took too long, a nuke would go up and I would die. The third enemy attack on the ice ship Paradise Hope was unsuccessful. The Hobbs Tigers, who have defended the ship throughout its epic journey across the solar system, once again defeated enemy mercenary attackers. This time the mercenaries' identities were discovered. Working for a small unit called Hansen's Reavers, the mercenaries claim to have been hired by Hydrodynamics Inc., a well-known water transport corporation that does volume business here on Liaison. Their corporate operations on Liaison Prime have already been raided by local police forces, and an FRR investigation committee is already looking into what charges will be brought against the corporation. Meanwhile, Noel Shry and the Hobbs Tigers have collected their pay and are en route to outreach. Noel Shry, who has become something of a hero on Liaison, said only it was a lot of work just so you people can have a hot bath. I'm glad that's over with.
Select game.
So we no longer have to worry about those ice missions. Graven Hag liberated. The Draconis Combine's legal troubles escalated yesterday when Dread Legion mercenaries liberated the Draconis world of Gravenhage, aiming at fair compensation for the unpaid wages in their 2-year periphery war against the Oberon Confederation. The Dread Legion's contract has been locked in constant arbitration for more than 3 years. The Draconis Combine claimed that the Dread Legion failed to fulfill the contractual obligations and have to date paid less than 5% of the promised pay. Despite the gross unfairness of the situation, Comstar arbitrators tend to side with the Combine, pointing to several clauses which Dread Legion legal aides had failed to read or consider when they signed the contract. The Dread Legion gave up on legal channels yesterday with their invasion of Gravenhague. Traitor leaves 6 to die. On Citadel, Sergeant Deadeye Unfer, remember this guy from our training campaign, of Hansen's Rough Riders, is being sought in relation to the death of 6 inexperienced MechWarrior cadets in heavy combat. A representative of the Academy told reporters that they had been unaware that Citadel was in the midst of a 3-month skirmish with pirates when they dropped Unfer and the cadets on plan for training maneuvers. When faced by heavy artillery, Sergeant Unfer abandoned his mech and rejoined the Rough Rider dropship. As he had not yet taught the cadets how to eject, they all died. Oof. I told you he was a loser. Noel PPC is hotter than hot. Noel Weapons Manufacturers Limited recalled nearly 5,000 PPCs last week due to a faulty firing mechanism that can flood a battle mech with nearly twice the normal amount of heat. Other DWM PPCs have fallen under suspicion, and PPCs have been all but pulled off the market. So, as PPCs are not in stock.
Accessing personnel.
No one on
Connecting to Comstar.
Wait, no one for hire. This is the only story mission we can do right now. But first, before that, let's see if we can finally customize our Atlas. Take a look. You can buy a flamer. There's no PPCs on the market. I'm worried, however, this may not be enough money to customize the Atlas.
Save.
Oh, I might be able to actually do it. Let's see how much armor can we put. Oh, we can't put any more armor, so. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. 3 large lasers and as many heatsinks as possible. So a large laser generates 8 heat, and we have about 45 heat sinks. Should be enough to cover it.
Select game. Game.
Okay, let's do our next job. Now that we have an actual custom Atlas.
Connecting to Comstar contract database.
The Draconis Combine needs a small but experienced mercenary unit to remove the mercenary unit known as the Dread Legion from the Combine world of Gravenhague. This contract pays 3 million C-bills for 6 months of service. The ideal unit should have several heavy mechs. The Combine will pay for all reasonable ammunition expenses. Sure, let's take it. So this time I'm gonna take the Atlas and I'm gonna assign Jennifer Brockton to the Dragon.
Select game. Game save.
Water is extremely valuable in Gravenhay, a desert planet, and the tiny township of Devonshire has been as one of the few existing water stores. The Dread Legion has been relying on these million-liter tanks, so you must take control of them. Do not allow the water tanks to be destroyed. You will be relying on that water as well. The Devonshire Defense Forces have agreed to remain neutral as long as you do not fire on the town. Capture all the tanks and we'll give you a 300,000 C-bill bonus. Capture at least 50% of the water tanks at Nav Alpha intact. Destroy all enemy mechs and do not attack the town.
Your target. Secure at least half of these water tanks.
It sounds easy enough. April 1st, 3048. Great, I signed on with someone who's already admitted he doesn't pay his bills. There's no way the Dread Legion would have pulled this unless Fukuzawa cheated them. It's bad for business. They sure don't have another reason for wanting this rock. I guess Gravenhay used to be tropical, but it shifted orbits much closer to its sun, and the seas bowled away, leaving desert. April 30th, 3048. We're nearing Devonshire, where we've heard there are significant water stores, enough for the Dread Legion to operate on Gravenhay for at least a year. I did a recon run early this morning and saw at least 2 Dread Legion mechs in the town and a few tanks. Probably local militia units. The tanks looked pretty heavy, maybe 60 to 70 tons each. No doubt the reason why Devonshire has so much water. May 3rd, 3048. Devonshire has agreed to remain neutral in the battle, so we don't have to worry about the tanks, unless, of course, we happen to do any damage to the town. If we do, the mayor of Devonshire, he looks more like a pirate or a soldier than a civilian mayor, has promised to kick our butts all the way back to Luthien. Chewie Sims is afraid that the Dread Legion will destroy the water source if it becomes obvious we will capture them. So this mission is actually not too bad. And I've got an Atlas, so...
Reactor online. Sensors online.
Look at this baby.
Weapons online. All systems nominal. External camera.
Good intent, sir.
They're approaching me.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Enemy down. Good intent, sir.
Internal heat at 700 Kelvin.
Even just firing a single laser is actually quite... Uh-oh. Game crashed. That's the first time I saw it crash. Oof. Well, let's try this mission again. Sorry about that, and the weird noise.
Select game. Loading.
Here. Let's try this again.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Good intent, sir.
Actually, firing a single laser might be more efficient than firing all of them in a group. When I originally played this, I always bought PPCs, but now that I know about the glitch, actually, in retrospect, PPCs are not the best idea.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Enemy down. As good as dead, sir.
Ah. Ow, ow, ow. I noticed the Sentinel actually has a really big head hitbox, just like the Jenner.
Enemy mech
Yep,
destroyed.
he's toast.
Internal heat at 700 Kelvin. Enemy mech destroyed.
Enemy down.
Well, these mechs are going to attack the city. So let's get his attention. The hunchback. I also get the other one's attention.
Internal heat at 700 Kelvin. Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Emergency heat shutdown overridden. Critical hit on. Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent.
Oh, catapult.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Catapult is also targeting the
Emergency heat shutdown.
catapult is also targeting the
overridden.
water tanks.
Critical hit on. Critical
Ow.
hit. Sensors. Critical hit on. Enemy mech destroyed. Mission successful.
Oof, I lost a large
Critical
laser.
hit. Heat sink. Critical hit. Weapon destroyed.
But I salvaged them next, so it's all good.
Game. Save.
You successfully gained control of the hemisphere's largest water stores. I congratulate you on your skill and speed. It is only a matter of time before we crush the Dread Legion and send a message to any mercenary who would betray us. Already the Legion has acted, moving their troops towards landing zones preparing for pickup by their dropships. As we control the water, the Dread Legion must fight us for it or flee from Gravenhague. The people of Devonshire have agreed to assist us for so long as we protect their buildings and their water stores. On the tiny world of Gravenhague, the Draconis Combine was successful today in its first offensive against the Dread Legion. After a short firefight, Combine mechs and their mercenary support moved in and captured the only significant water stores on the Northern Hemisphere. This quick and unexpected attack by the Combine appears to have caught the Dread Legion off guard, as the bulk of their forces were awaiting an attack at their forward base, 400 kilometers away. Dread Legion troops appear to be in full retreat now, aware that they cannot survive in more than a few days without additional water. Dread Legion dropships and Draconis aerospace fighters have fought frequent skirmishes in low orbit around Gravenhague as the Dread Legion dropships prepare to land in one of the planet's many evaporated oceans. The Dread Legion's attack on Gravenhague and their sudden departure remain a mystery to those who Colonel Daniel Brenner, leader of the Dread Legion. Colonel Brenner, once nicknamed the Jungle Tiger by House Liao for his courageous strikes behind enemy lines, is a highly respected warrior and businessman. The Legion's attack on a poorly populated world with few resources and their sudden evacuation without a single significant battle do not reflect Brenner's usual astute strategies, and have led some to believe that the 42-year-old Brenner may no longer be in control of his faculties. I know I've got this baby, but I don't want to use it because take a look at this. He's got autocannon, 2 tons of autocannon ammunition in the side torso, and I've told you before that Clan Mechs had a system for venting ammo out in case of an explosion, but Industry Mechs without case do not. So each ton of so an AC-20 does 10 points of damage per round. So 1 ton of ammo. An AC-20 does 20 points of damage per round, and there's 10 rounds per ton of ammo. So there's 2 tons, that's 20 tons. So you can guess how much damage that does. It's about like, I don't want to think about math right now. About 400 points of damage, I think. And that will spread throughout the entire mech and just blow the whole thing up. So I don't want to stick. This is a walking death trap. I don't want to stick my lancemates in this yet, because they can actually die, and it's permanent. And if they die, I lose them. What am I gonna assign? The Aerotech pilot.
Select game. Game saved.
Now that we control the water, the Dread Legion has been forced into retreat. We must now prevent the Legion warriors from leaving Gravenhage. The Dread Legion will have to rely on a single ravine to reach the safety of their dropship. We have been contacted by a Legion MechWarrior who knows he cannot escape. In return for safe passage from Gravenhage, he will turn against this unit when you inspect his mech. Stop the Dread Legion mechs from reaching their dropship. Destroy all enemies that try to escape or destroy the dropship. Inspect the Dread Legion catapult to activate the traitor.
Destroy all enemies that try to come down the pass.
Sounds easy enough. June 10, 3048. After Drevenshire, I was sure we were done. We took control of the water and cut the Dread Legion off from their dropships. Ordinarily, the Dread Legion would sue for peace, and after some macho posturing and angry negotiations, the Dread Legion would give the Combine some cash or mechs, or both, and then the Combine would allow the Dread Legion to depart. But not this time. Fukuzawa wants the Dread Legion dead. Every last one of them. June 25th, 3048. I've arrived at the pass, a dry riverbed. The river cut a deep gorge in the continental shelf even after it had entered the ocean. The surface of the continental shelf is too windy for a dropship to land safely. The Dread Legion mechs that couldn't scale the cliffs or descend on jump jets will have to come down the pass, and that's where I have to stop them. June 26, 3048. The Dread Legion doesn't know it yet, but they're about to be betrayed by one of their own. Brian Barrington, who pilots a 65-ton catapult, has decided that the Legion can't escape Gravenhage alive, so he's willing to turn on them at my say-so in exchange for transportation off-planet. He'd better have stockpiled a lot of C-bills, because no one will hire him after this. So this is a simple one too.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Let's try to fix up my UI again. Saving hook. I hope it remembers that this time. So I can either hold the pass or destroy the Dread Legion dropship. So the easiest one to do is to just take out the dropship. Doesn't matter which one I do. So let's. These are. Oh shit.
Internal heat at 700 Kelvin.
Yikes. That ship's actually well armed.
Thermal optics engaged. Critical hit arm.
Ow. Goodbye, arm.
Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Emergency heat shutdown overridden. Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Emergency heat shutdown overridden. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Mission successful. Select game. Game saved.
We succeeded in holding off the Dread Legion at the ravine, and now they are trapped on the continental shelf, unable access. Oh my god, I'm sorry. The safe landing zones on the evaporated ocean's floor. The Combine thanks you for your courage and devotion in this difficult battle. Continued success may earn you a substantial cash bonus upon completion of the campaign. Now that you have repulsed the Dread Legion, they must find another route off-planet. Several lances of their light mechs have managed to scale the cliffs, using their jump jets in a controlled freefall to land in the evaporated ocean. The Legion's larger mechs and light mechs without jump capability will be searching for another method of escape. We have heard reports that the Legion has offered you several 100,000 SEBOs to allow their escape. We will be watching you very closely. The Dread Legion met with another defeat on Gravenhage today as several of their heavy battle mechs tried to push past Draconis mercenaries and arrive safely at their landing zones in the evaporated sea. The mercenaries held their ground and inflicted serious casualties on the Dread Legion, a clear victory for the Combine. While tactical details remain sketchy, it is clear that the Dread Legion must attempt to escape Gravenhage by another route. Most likely they will attempt to land their dropships on the windy and hazardous beaches of the continent, which are plagued by powerful winds which can wreak havoc for dropships' landing patterns. The Dread Legion has already lost one dropship there, and will have to risk many more if they hope to rescue their forces from Gravenhage. My Lassie took no damage. Now we prepare for a final triumph. The remaining Dread Legion mechs are hiding in the rusted hull of a huge ocean liner high on the former shoreline. Go into the ship and destroy the disloyal mercenaries. Enter the hull and destroy the Dread Legion. Your own dropship has already landed to take you off Gravenhage. Return to your dropship at Nav Alpha when the Dread Legion is destroyed.
Your target. Enemy mechs located inside this wrecked ship.
July 15, 3048. We're low on water again. The Devonshire water tanks took more damage than we had thought. Two have suffered a serious leak, and the intense water pressure means that we can't patch them until they're almost empty. The locals have been trying to find replacement containers, but most of the water will be lost. August 31st, 3048. Search teams have been out hunting for the Dread Legion. The Cretans estimate that at least 60% of the Dread Legion forces are still in the field, but I think it's more like 80%. I still haven't figured out what the hell the Dread Legion was doing here in the first place. They couldn't have seriously thought they would survive on this stinking planet. It's hot, uncomfortable, and useless. Why anyone would want to be here is a mystery to me. I suppose poverty doesn't give the civilians a choice, but the Dread Legion has never had money problems. September 20th, 3048. We have found a whole nest of Dread Legion mechs. They are hidden in the hull of a wrecked ocean liner from back when this sea actually had water in it. Draconis mechs are going to wait for me to flush them out. Fortunately, this will be my last mission. The Kuditans are tired of paying me and have already sent for a dropship. I can't wait to get back to Outreach and have a bath.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Running formation, sir.
So this is a simple one. You just have to kill all enemies. Looks like my HUD still did not change or whatever. I'll just stick with this UI.
Attention, mercenary. This is the Dread Legion. Whatever the Draconis Combine is paying you, we'll double it. You just turn around, head for your dropship, and we'll take care of the rest.
Should we listen? He's offering us double. Or should we just be professional? Or should we just act like professionals and just keep going? What do you think, Lenny? Should we betray our client, or should we be professionals good for a mercenary's reputation? All right, we'll keep going then. Oh, they're coming forward. So this flashing is the biggest problem. We'll wait for them to come out. Wait for the mechs to come out, and then we will. The first one that comes out, we're gonna target.
As good as dead, sir.
Ow. Ow. Flashbang came out already.
Internal heat at 700 Kelvin. Enemy mech destroyed.
Enemy down. As good as dead, sir.
Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Emergency heat shutdown overridden.
Well, this guy's got an an autocannon, so that's a problem for me. So yeah, there. Oh, he also still has LRMs probably, so. Ow.
Enemy contact detected. Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Emergency heat shutdown overridden. Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Emergency heat shutdown overridden. Enemy mech destroyed. Internal heat at 700 Kelvin.
This guy's just being bombarded.
Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Emergency heat shutdown overridden. Enemy mech destroyed.
Enemy down.
Well, and we have mission success. Now all that's left is to go on home. By the way, gravity is so heavy here, I can't even... Oh, I actually can jump. I remember gravity here was really ridiculous. Oh, Hanzo Maliki. We had our aerotech fire this whole time. He was just floating here.
Sir, yes, sir.
I don't know why his name's in all caps. I think sometimes it glitches out like that. Wait, how did you take damage? What did you do? Oh, he flew into the ship for some reason. Well, basically, all you can do is order them to attack stuff or join formation. They don't really do a whole lot, and you've seen what aerotech fighters do in this game. They just fly overhead and shoot missiles or lasers.
Nav Alpha reached. Mission successful.
I congratulate you on your bold victory. The Draconis High Command, which you may know does not smile upon the use of mercenaries, is very pleased with your performance. They have assured me that your services will be used in future, and I too will be rewarded for employing you. When you return to Outreach, tell your mercenary friends what has transpired here. There are consequences for mercs who trifle with Draconis Combine. The battle for Gravenhague is over. The Dread Legion has finally abandoned their position on the heights, and many have managed to escape in dropships that landed on the continent. Over half the Legion is believed to have escaped, although Draconis Command representatives vow that they will be stopped at the Gravenhague jump point. Now that the Dread Legion has abandoned Gravenhague, their reason for taking the insignificant world has become clear. Residents of Drevenshire, the town most damaged by the Battle of Gravenhague, discovered an ancient Starlink technology cache under the wreckage of recent combat. Apparently, the Dread Legion took Gravenhague to track down the cache, but was defeated by Draconis Combine forces before they could move it off-planet. Boki Hussein, mayor of Drevenshire, told reporters today that the cache contains several extremely advanced computers and a large data store. The Combine has announced its intentions to appropriate the technology, as Gravenhague is within Draconis territory, but Mayor Hussein has already entered negotiations to sell the cache to the Federated Commonwealth for several hundred million C-bills. We're sick of being pawns, Hussein said. Now we can afford our own mechs to keep people off our planet. Well, I guess that's mission success. But you know what? I'm not going to head to the starport. I'm going to reload.
Loading.
Destroy all enemies that try to come down the pass.
So we've reloaded back to this mission. I wonder why. So, we're gonna launch. Gonna redo this mission.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
So, the mission objective here is to hold the pass or destroy the Dread Legion dropship. But,
Thermal optics.
something
engaged.
seems suspicious about this mission. I wonder why the Dread Legion has been obsessed with this planet. So, I'm going to move out of the way. They will come down this pass. I will shoot back if they shoot at me, but if they pass by, then I'll let them pass by. Here's a Jenner. The Jenner moves quickly enough that it usually will attack me. He just turns around to attack. Yeah. I wonder what these guys are up to. So I am just going to let them go. Wait, who's shooting who? I didn't tell anyone to do anything.
Oh, shit!
I think that was my aerotech who just died. Well, I'm gonna have to reload this.
Terminated.
I'm gonna have to reload my save.
Select game. Loading.
Let's remove pawns from the thing. Let's
Select game. Game.
so I don't lose them. And we've already seen what happened, so we're just gonna skip.
React.
Because of your failure to hold the ravine, several Dread Legion mechs escaped to their dropships. The Combine cannot maintain control of its mercenaries if their crimes are allowed to go unpunished. This failure will cost you your bonus and a percentage of your pay. A serious defeat for the Combine occurred today on Gravenhagen at approximately 2:35 local time when several Dread Legion units overcame Draconis mercenaries to arrive with few casualties at landing zones in the evaporated sea. For the Dread Legion, the battle was a major victory as they can now abandon the continental heights and move all of their heavier battle mechs and equipment down to the safer landing zones in the ocean basin. For the Combine, this brings the end of the campaign. Draconis aerospace fighters will no doubt continue to harass Dread Legion dropships as they take off. But the battle is over for the ground forces, a relief to Draconis and mercenary MechWarriors who have been exhausted by high temperatures and limited water rations. So this was a failure. But
Select game.
this mission this has a branching path.
Save.
The DC went offline today, saying they'd be back with mechs and more water. But don't wait for them. Just as I was about to contact you to arrange a landing site, the computer cracked the Legion's communication codes, and I found out what they've been fighting for. There's a Starlead cache. There's a Starlead cache, tech and weapons, on Gravenhagen. It's gotta be worth millions. The Dread Legion found it, and they've been keeping it inside the rusted hull of an old ocean liner. Get in there and steal that cache. I'll pick you up when you're done. Enter the ship and destroy your Dread Legion mechs. Find and defend the Starlead technology cache.
Your target, Starlead cache located inside this wrecked ship.
July 3rd, 3048. At last, this fiasco makes sense. Why did the Dread Legion seize this rotten little husk of a world? Why did they suddenly try to abandon it once the Draconis Combine predictably attacked? Simple. The Legion had found a Starlead technology cache. It's got to be worth millions to any successor state. The cache was apparently uncovered after the oceans burned away, located in an old Starlead underwater research facility. At one point, the Starlead was experimenting with a variety of weapons to determine how to best arm their underwater combat vehicles. Dread Legion discovered several crates filled with these weapons and data stores, complete with technical and engineering specs on a variety of weapons and mechs. July 10th, 3048. The Legion has a tech cache hidden in the hull of a wrecked ocean liner from back when the sea had water in it. Not more than 5 clicks south of Devonshire. This is worth more than my entire Draconis contract, not to mention the possibility of capturing some extremely advanced weapons and equipment. But, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna steal ourselves some Starleague weapons. So this is the same as the final mission, except
Reactor online. Sensors online.
It's just
Weapons
me and my
online.
lance
All
mate.
systems nominal.
I have no support from the Draconis Combine. Enemies are the same. They don't know, except they're not aware that I'm here yet.
Thermal optics engaged.
There's a crab, a centurion, and a flashman. So I gotta identify the cache as well. I'm gonna lure these guys out. It's a good thing I have large lasers. Well, that guy might not be visible. Oh, that guy is. Let's get him. Let's get you out of here.
Good as dead, sir.
Yeah. The graphics are still glitchy at times, so I couldn't tell that if he was behind a wall or not. But I'm out and play. Ow, ow. Goodbye, autocannon.
Internal heat at 700 Kelvin.
And he falls over. Of course he does.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Enemy down. As good as dead, sir.
You can't hit that crab yet. I think he might be on the other side of the ship. Oh, he got a firing arc now. Ow. Ow, ow.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Last one. Is he standing right next to the cache? No, he's not. He's outside. Oh, I got his attention. Oh, he's stuck. He might be stuck on the wall. Oh, no, he's
As good as dead, sir. Joining formation, sir.
he's AI pathfinding still not great. Ow. Ow. Hey, that's illegal. He's shooting through the wall. Okay.
Good as dead, sir.
Internal heat at 700 Kelvin. Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Enemy mech destroyed.
Enemy down.
Alright.
Emergency heat shutdown overridden.
We got all enemy mechs.
Joining formation, sir.
These crates are the cache.
Target is out of range.
So we've completed all mission objectives, but unfortunately there's a glitch that makes it that we're soft locked. So we have to use a cheat to progress now.
Mission successful.
There.
Select
This is
game.
the canonical approach. The game could only stop it if a glitch, it seems. Yes.
Game saved.
Well done. I just looked at the cache, and it's a good one. It's got computers, software, and some of the best weapons I've seen. We have a FedCom offer of 5 million C-bills for the machines and data. So I set up the deal. What about the weapons? Do we use them ourselves or sell them off? It's up to you, Noel Shry. Also, hello, GBV. Yeah, today is Good Friday. So we got 4 ear medium lasers, C in brackets. I wonder what that means. 1 ear large laser, 1 ear PPC, and 1 pulse large laser. These are weapons that are currently not on the market yet, because these are lost technology. The Draconis Combine was routed from Gravenhage today, chased off by less than 2 companies of the Dread Legion. Military analysts have called the entire campaign a fiasco and a comedy of errors. This comes as another embarrassment to the already damaged reputation of the DCMS. Combine officers claim the blame not on their own troops, but instead on the Combine's recent heavy use of mercenaries. One Combine officer, who preferred to remain unnamed, claims that several mercenary units on Gravenhage failed to fulfill their mission orders, costing the Combine men, time, and material to make up the lost objectives. This internal Draconis source also hinted that the Combine will rely on mercenaries less in the future. In a related story, a small mercenary unit worked by the Combine on Gravenhage currently beat the Dread Legion to a Starleak technology cache which contains several computers and ancient Starleak software. The cache was immediately sold to the Federated Commonwealth for an undisclosed sum. That's us. We sold that cache. No free day here, but you get Monday off. It's weird. So, I have 4 days off, but apparently in Europe you only get 3 days off.
Select game. Game saved.
Let's check the news. Solaris Open Call. The Solaris 7 Tournament Council announced today that this year's MechWarrior Championship, ordinarily open only to warriors for Solaris 7 ranking, will be open to all comers. This will open the competition to mercenaries, house troops, and even pirates, who are usually in the field while all the game world's year-round events, which decide the warriors' ranking, are held. The tournament coordinators say that this year's games will be the biggest yet, lasting nearly 3 times as long as normal and boasting a final cash prize that could be several million C-bills. Pirates murder thousands. Last week, the pirate king Hendrik Grim Oberon Free led his Oberon Confederation raiders against the Free Rasselhag Republic of New Caledonia. In an act of brutality that astonished the Hemisphere, the pirates razed the city of Last Hope, burning it to the ground and butchering its inhabitants. Prince Hakon Magnusson, leader of the FRR, told reporters today that he would not rest until Oberon and his raiders were punished for their crimes. Noel introduces missile tech. Noel Weapons Manufacturer Limited announced 3 new products today bound to have a significant effect on mech warfare: Strake SRMs, the NARC system, and AMS. Once a targeting computer locks onto a target, Strake SRMs automatically home in on it without further action by the MechWarrior. The Narc missile has a similar effect. Once a Narc strikes an opponent, it sends out a beacon that all missiles home in automatically. As a defense against these new superweapons, the new anti-missile system, AMS, tracks incoming missiles and shoots them out of the sky. DWM stock has already skyrocketed, and its huge rise is expected to continue. So AMS is an automated system that shoots LRMs. There's no guarantee that it will destroy them. But it's worth checking out.
Game. Save.
So we got some good new goodies on the market. You can sell these weapons. We don't need them. You can sell this AC-20. I don't need it. EMS, I might take a look at EMS, so I might get one of these. So I have enough to buy another Atlas? I do, barely.
Select game. Game.
Let's
Save.
get another one of these bad boys. We don't need this anymore. You got 2 Atlases now. The second one still needs to be customized, but we don't have enough money for that. But that is okay because we're gonna make some more money to make up for it.
Game. Save.
Actually, I forgot to repair my mechs. Don't forget to do. Oh, don't forget to do this.
Accessing personnel.
So, I know this Aerotech pilot
Personnel.
costs more, but why would I pay for this guy? His skills are not up to snuff.
Connecting to Comstar contract data.
So this we eventually want to do. The Solaris 7 Championship starts January 1st, 3049. But before that, urgent. The Republic has an immediate opening for a mercenary unit to protect and defend the world of New Caledonia against pirate raids by the Oberon Confederation. This short-term contract must be filled within the next 2 weeks and pays 750,000 seagulls. The Republic will pay for all reasonable ammunition expenses. Let's accept it.
Select
It sounds pretty urgent, so let's do it.
game. Save.
Kendrick Grim Oberon Free, a self-styled pirate king and ruler of the Oberon Confederation, has invaded one of our border worlds. The small town of Last Hope has been raided and destroyed by Oberon's bandits. The inhabitants were massacred. Now we seek revenge. Hunt down the pirates and destroy them before they reach their dropship. They must not escape off-world. If necessary, attack the dropship to destroy the pirates responsible for raising Last Hope. These animals must die.
Your target. All enemy mechs.
Okay. December 2nd, 3048. The Oberon Confederation raiders aren't exactly known for their people skills, but this sounds pretty brutal. From what I hear, they slaughter an entire unarmed town just for fun. They didn't gain anything by it, just killed them for no reason. I'm getting sick of all this. And the FRR won't even take care of their dirty work themselves. They have to bring in mercs. I know how much they hate us. December 8th, 3048. I hate fighting pirates because they're almost as unpredictable as patriots. One will go kamikaze on you to protect his flag. The other will do it just because he doesn't want to lose. At least mercs always respect the law of the sea bill. Do unto others what you will get paid. Pirates have pretty good business sense sometimes, but then they'll waste millions of sea bills mounting a campaign against some outpost garrison because of a petty grudge. Let's see what these guys have got.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
As good as dead, sir.
Let's go. Let's stop these guys. Ow.
Internal heat at 700 Kelvin. Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Emergency heat shutdown overridden. Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Emergency heat shutdown.
I'm gonna try to
overridden.
attract all their attention. Because these guys are faster than me.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Enemy down.
I got Catapult's attention.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Oh, the clint's turning around.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Wolf dropship. It's got the Clan Wolf flag as well, emblem on it. What? Why is there a Clan Wolf dropship here? This is very suspect. I can't reach it. Wait, it says Wolf dropship, but it's got Smoke Jaguar markings. Is that right? Ow. He's turned away. Oh. Yeah, it's definitely a Smoke Jaguar dropship.
Internal heat at 700 Kelvin. Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Emergency heat shutdown overridden.
This thing is kind of this thing's giving me some grief.
Enemy mech destroyed. Mission successful.
Enemy down.
I couldn't destroy it. But why was there a wolf dropship? You have successfully avenged the innocents who were slaughtered by the Oberon Confederation. by the Oberon Confederation raiders. I know you're in this for the money, but don't you feel any satisfaction from knowing that you made them pay for their crimes? Regardless, your pay has been deposited on Outreach. Thank you again for giving us our revenge. The Oberon Confederation raiders have finally been held accountable for their slaughter of the inhabitants of Last Hope on New Caledonia. Earlier today, the mercenary team dropped onto New Caledonia and took on the raiders, killing them all. Sarah Carpenter, the FRR Director of Mercenary Affairs, spoke with reporters today about the incident. When we hired the mercenaries, we told them to show no mercy, she said. We didn't want their mechs or their money, we wanted their blood. It won't bring back the victims of the Last Hope massacre, but it sure makes the rest of us feel better. Noel, leader of the Avenging Mercenaries, said, "It was a job and we did it. How many times do I have to tell you people?" Rumors have spread that Hendrik Grim Oberon Free, the leader of Oberon's raiders, was able to escape the Debaco and is still wandering the periphery, seeking out allies.
Select
Well, let's go on stream too.
game. Save.
Solaris open call is the same thing. So, there's no other option than to do the Solaris 7 tournament now. And we can only do this ourselves. There's no need to, there's no need to, customize the second atlas. We'll just use the same atlas for this one.
Accessing.
Sandra Finley. Nah.
Connecting to Comstar.
Solaris 7 3049 Championship. The Solaris 7 Championship games are open this year to all comers. No arena standing or ranking is required to enter. Mercenary units from across the inner sphere are invited to join in the duels. The championship games will last for 3 months, and the grand winner will take home a 4 billion C-bill purse. Losers are sure to at least 200,000 C-bills. There are no official weight classes. Participants are encouraged to purchase the best mech available. The game council will pay for all reasonable ammunition expenses. And the other 2 are just generic missions. So let's do this.
Select game. Game. Save.
So this contract will be my I think this will be the last one I do before calling the stream. Hopefully it doesn't last too long. Actually, like, this article is actually a little different. It announced today that this year's mech championship will be open to all comers. Ordinary MechWarriors for a certain rank, but they're allowed to participate. This prevents the ESF of unskilled or poorly equipped MechWarriors in dull and pointless battle against real champions. This year, the games will be bigger than ever and lasting nearly 3 times as long as normal, and allowing all MechWarriors in their sphere, be they mercenaries, pirates, or house troops, to participate in the huge single elimination tournament. Like, found cash prize several million C-bills. Expects the turnout for mercenaries to be extremely high, while most feel that what they call house troops and pirates are more advertising hype than a practical reality. Still, the games promise to be the biggest ever. Already bids are being taken off on the off-of video and rebroadcast rights. Some bids are rumored to be over 1 billion C-bills. So these are some of the most. These are actually some of the most fun missions in the game. The Solaris. This was popular enough that they brought Solaris 7 missions back in MechWarrior 4 and 5. In 5 it was through DLC.
Select game. Game. Save.
So, Solaris 7, odds 3 to 1. My opponents are Owen Smith, Scott Phillips, Sharon Riggs. Solaris 7 odds 3 to 1. My opponents are Owen Smith, Scott Phillips, Sharon Riggs. Solaris 7 odds 3 to 1. My opponents are Owen Smith, Scott Phillips, Sharon Riggs. Solaris 7 odds 3 to 1. My opponents are Owen Smith, Scott Phillips, Sharon Riggs. Solaris 7 odds 3 to 1. My opponents are Owen Smith, Scott Phillips, Sharon Riggs. Solaris 7 odds 3 to 1. My opponents are Owen Smith, Scott Phillips, Sharon Riggs. Solaris 7 odds 3 to 1. My opponents are Owen Smith, Scott Phillips, Sharon Riggs. Solaris 7 odds 3 to 1. My opponents are Owen Smith, Scott Phillips, Sharon Riggs. Solaris 7 odds 3 to 1. My opponents are Owen Smith, Scott Phillips, Sharon Riggs. Solaris 7 odds Winter's Burst has 1,000,000 C-bills.
Your target, all enemy mechs. Your odds are 3-1 against.
January 7, 3049. Arrived on Solaris 7 today. What a world. I can't believe the wealth on this planet. Solaris has its poor, dirty sections like everywhere else. But the rich on Solaris are very, very rich. All of this just because in Solaris 7 MechWarriors fight and die in gladiatorial games? Perhaps I should have come here sooner. I'm used to battle now, and the idea of fighting in an enclosed arena where mercy can be asked for and given, where your employer always pays you, where you don't have to worry about supplies or logistics, and where you don't have to kill anybody you don't want to, seems like paradise to me. January 14, 3049. I have my first match tomorrow. Like the hundreds of other mercenaries who signed up for the open call games, I'm unranked. I'll have to fight a few preliminary battles to get a general rank in the championship. Fortunately, the jaded crowds of Solaris 7 thrive on novelty, and mercenaries fresh in combat in the periphery are certainly novel here. So this mission is unique because it's a free-for-all.
Online. Sensors online.
Everybody's gonna be
Weapons
shooting each other.
Online. All systems nominal.
Don't mind that they're free enemies. I'm just gonna target the first person who targets me. But that guy's like all the way over there. If I'm unlucky, they all target me, but I think it'll be fine. Ow. Let's take it. I know how to take out the victory. I gotta take out his arm first. Goodbye, arm. Next, your leg. I shall take. Ugh. Goodbye.
Internal heat at 700 Kelvin. Enemy mech destroyed.
Let those two kill each other. I'll take on the one who's left behind. Oh, is he coming from me? Yes, he is. Ow.
Internal heat at 700 Kelvin. Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Emergency heat shutdown overridden. Critical hit. Arm. Critical hit. Sensors. Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Emergency
Let's take out the
heat
awesome
shutdown overridden.
weapons.
Reactor critical. Shutdown imminent. Emergency heat shutdown overridden.
He still has 2 PPCs. Ow.
Critical
Ow.
sensors. Critical
Ow.
weapon destroyed. Critical hit. Heat sink.
Ow. He just saw me turn on a dime. Come it take to blow up that leg? Down you go.
Enemy mech destroyed.
How bad is it, Doc? One of my side horses is totally red.
Enemy mech destroyed. Mission successful.
Well, we won our preliminary round. We got bombarded. This tournament also gives a lot of salvage, so we will no longer be broke.
Game. Save.
Winner, Noel Shrine, new ranking 27. Noel Shrine, an unknown mercenary who serves with the Hobbs Tigers based on Outreach, took victory today at Championship Match 321 in the Death or Glory Arena. Among the defeated combatants was Owen Smith, a member of the Black Widow Company of Bolt's Dragoons and a favorite here in Solaris 7. Smith was a longtime Solaris 7 gladiator before he left for the glories of combat with the Dragoons. This victory over Smith, who was ranked 7th in the overall competition, brings Noel Shrine within striking distance of the championship. Currently rated 27th overall in the games, this Dark Horse candidate could win the championship, though currently the official odds are listed at 75 to 1. Alright, top 10. Now's a good time for you to sleep. Alright, I guess we'll call it for, this stream.
Game.
I was hoping to finish this tournament before calling it, but I guess, yeah, we'll just call it now. So, thanks everybody for showing up. This was an impromptu stream, but I guess it was worth it. Let's just cover more of MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries of it. So tomorrow is most likely going to be more MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries. And at the rate we are going, we might actually hit the second half of the game. Yeah, this game is actually much longer than you might have noticed. This game is actually much longer than MechWarrior 2, like each individual campaign in MechWarrior 2 or Ghost Legacy. But anyway, hope you guys have a good long weekend, and I will see you all tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Alright. Well, it doesn't work yet, but tomorrow. Take care, everybody.